Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426 and today we have the review of the high-grade Gundam AGE-1 full Glansa from Gundam Age. This was seen at the last third arc of Gundam Age series and the kit itself is absolutely amazing. It has amazing qualities, and usually keep in mind that I'm not a big fan of kits or mobile suits that has a ton of additional exterior armor and a lot of weapons or equipment. I'm giving this one a exception, and this actually made it up to one of my best high-grade kits I have ever built. Okay, before I actually start the review, I have to mention this, and I mentioned this in my Gundam AGE-1 normal review. Now, keep in mind, I'm not going to show the review of the Gundam AGE-1 flat, because it's basically the same kit as the Gundam AGE-1 normal, the high grade of course. But the only difference being that its sticker, instead of a Gundam Age symbol, you get a white blank sticker, and the color of the stickers for the head, for example, the eyes and the cameras, are going to be a bit yellowish gold. And beyond that, everything is the same, so the articulation also the same. So I'm not going to show you guys that. Okay, now let's get on to the review. Okay, first, of course, what you get is, of course, the Gundam AGE-1 full Glansa. You also get the backpack, which is called the Glastron Launcher. I will explain more details on this. And you get two beam saber effects. Now, the full Glansa does not come with the beam daggers like the Gundam AGE-1 normal, because they were never really used after the first arc, so I can understand that. And these also does not only go in for the beam saber hilts. I will show you guys later. You get a additional open hand, which, yeah, nothing too special. You get one of those small white pieces for making the Gundam AGE-1 flat. However, in order to attach the armor, you're not supposed to use this. If you're just going for the flat and never using the armor, it doesn't matter, because the chest armor, for example, it won't go in entirely through, because this is going to be blocking its length. So that's why it's really up to you. And oddly enough, they do give you the shield and the Dot's rifle from the Gundam AGE-1 normal as usual. And because of these, I actually have it gave me a certain theory or idea of what Bandai was trying to do but never did. Anyway, let's get on to the review. Now, this one is kind of a bit of back heavy, so just to make sure, I'm going to use a action base, and I actually suggest getting an action base for this one, because the Gundam AGE-1 full Glansa was never really used and was really mostly seen in space only, so yeah, you're going to get better poses on like sky view. Okay, let's start with the head. Now, the only articulation that's not affected by the armor, I guess, would be the head. Now, as mentioned, the AGE-1 flat is the eyes and cameras of color change from green to yellowish gold, and I really love this color. I'm actually considering of getting a second full Glansa to make it into a AGE-1 flat with the backpack. That I will explain later. Anyway, the articulation is pretty much the same as the Gundam AGE-1 normal. You can go down, up, and then 360 should be no issue at all. Okay, let's look at the body. Now, I guess the body is the most easiest part to take off, because it's technically in there, and you can take it off by taking this piece off, the chest piece, and then you can just pull it off like that, and there we go. That white section is not a piece but a sticker. If you put in the piece inside there, the armor part will not be able to go through entirely. As you can see, it's molded there, so that's why you don't want to use that white piece for that white section, unless you're just going to make a AGE-1 flat. And despite how it looks, it's not like loose or anything. It's just it just stays there, to be honest. Okay, let's look at the arms. Now, the arms, nothing too special. You get additional shoulder armor. However, of course, because of the shoulder armor, because of the entire armor itself, you do get the articulation does go down. So the articulation does get hindered, especially because of the equipment as well. So if I can take these parts off, it can still go about 90 degrees out to the side. However, if you put the equipment on, well, you can still pull it off if you wish to do so, but still. And then the arms, they still have your usual double jointed arms, so no need to worry on the arm itself. However, once again, the equipment are the ones that hinders the articulation. Also, if you want to equip these, you have to twist the forearm section to the side so you can attach these. Now, I'm not sure if these actually had a actual name or term for these. I kind of forgot their names. Okay, the body. Once again, the arms itself have your usual 360 twist. Once again, just check the Gundam AGE-1 normal review and you will get the gist of it. The body, once again, I would not really suggest to do a 360 because of all the stuff going on. But it still has its usual articulation on the main waist. So just letting you guys know, it can go also forward and then backward a little bit, like that. And because of that backpack, it's kind of back heavy. So once again, because of that, you want to get an action base. The waist armor section, there's nothing much of a change. The side skirt with the beam sabers is the same as usual. The only difference is the front skirt and back skirt armor that gets an armor. You know what? Let me get the backpack off to show you guys properly. If I can actually take them off. There we go. To be honest, when you're attaching the front skirt and back skirt armor, they do kind of feel odd. They will feel loose. However, once you get them in at the proper location, you won't have any problems. It took me a while to get them onto the proper location, so yeah. However, of course, because of the armor doesn't go much as usual, but in this case, I kind of forced it still. It can go up 90 degrees. But the leg, once again, armor is hindering, so not the usual articulation. And despite being double joint, because of the armor, less articulation. Okay, once again, we saw all the basics. Now let's look at this equipment. Now this backpack, let me zoom out a little bit. Now this backpack is the Glastron launcher, Glastron backpack. And the way how this attaches is that there's these two pegs inside the backpack, and you just need to attach it to those thrusters on the back of the AGE. And there you go, you can attach it, and it has a firm connection. But before I attach it, I want to confirm this now. This is not the same backpack as we saw at the second arc, where the Gundam AGE-1 flat uses this to fire some grenades. However, that's not this. That one is called the Z-fold launcher, and if you want to make it exactly the same, is that one has a flat end, so you need to cut these parts off, or grind it up. And the inside, for example, the inside of these black sections are stickers actually, so you need to color. You have to either use a sticker, or you can do as I did. I colored in the inside. The inside should be like white and have like a small middle section line going through to make it into the same backpack. Also, the stickers, I forgot to mention that these stickers, what you additionally get besides from the Gundam AGE-1s, is the black stickers that's usually mostly used on the backpack. You see these black sections here, those are all stickers. Yeah, I think that's mostly it for the stickers, to be honest. So nothing too like radical, or there's not much of a big deal with stickers going on with this kit itself. Also, there's two more here, one on each side, just letting you guys know. And the backpack equipment, I don't know why, but this one, despite its simple design, I really love how it looks like. The color, the wings don't move, so just letting you guys know. And the weapons, or the launchers, have great movement. They can go forward like that, and they're on the launcher itself is on a ball joint, so you can twist it any location you want. And there are actually handles here, so you can take them out and as if it's like launching properly. Now, if you play the game of the PSP version, I think it's called Cosmic Drive, was it? But there you can see the Gundam AGE full Glansa firing without holding the handle sometimes, so just so you guys know. Before I attach this, you don't need any additional special piece to attach it. So if you have the Gundam AGE-1 normal, or if you got another one and wanted to make it into AGE flat, you can just attach it right like that, and it still looks great. This should be like some of its own kit. So here's what I'd like to mention, because the fact that they give you the Dot's rifle and shield for the full Glansa, I think Bandai was actually planning to make or release a HG Gundam AGE-1 flat with the backpack, the grenade launcher, the Z-fold launcher. However, they thought it would be too redundant, and maybe they did not go for that. That's just my theory. Just don't. Once again, it's my opinion, my theory. So don't ever bash me on the comment section. Once again, let me attach these. And there we go. It has a firm connection. You don't need to worry about like falling off. And there you go. You have the entire equipment on it. Now for the beam sabers. Now these parts on the arm, there's technically also rifles. However, they also work as beam sabers if you see in the anime. So you can attach the beam effect parts, and there you go. You can make it look like as if it's fire something, or using it as a beam saber. And once again, the color separation is fantastic because these white sections are all individual pieces. Also, I forgot to mention is that the Gundam AGE-1 full Glansa has missile launchers. 2 are here on the leg. You can pop them out or open them up, and you can reveal some missile launchers, and on the shoulders as well. Now at first I thought these were locking mechanisms for the armor, but they're not. You can just open them up, and then they're technically missile launchers. However, even though you do open them up, it's not really much of a big difference. As you can see, it's just there. So I don't know, maybe if Bandai actually tends to make more Gundam Age Master Grades, there you can see the barrel inside. If they tend to make more Gundam Age Master Grades and happen to make the full Glansa, maybe we will be able to see the gimmicks entirely. Well, once again, that's the review. Also, just those who are wondering, this can technically stand on its own. However, okay, come on, Action Bait. It can technically still stand on its own, just letting you guys know. It can stand on its own. It's not okay, despite being back heavy, it's not too terrible. Also, if you want, you can cheat your way through by making the launchers touch the ground if you wish to do so. But yeah, anyway, that was the review of the Gundam HG Gundam AGE-1 full Glansa. Once again, this is one of the best kits I have ever built. And I can recommend this to anybody, any Gundam Age fans out there, or any beginners, or anybody, to be honest. This is one of those kits that can never go wrong. It has really minor issues, even close to none. And this is one of the few kits, or Gundam kits, where it's technically a full armored up, and you can actually take off the armor to make its base mode. And I believe there's not many kits that can do that properly. And the ones that are capable do have some problems in it, but this one, this is on a whole different level. Even so, yeah, this is one amazing kit. I can recommend this to anybody. You won't be disappointed. Before I end off, I guess I should show that it's also technically capable of making the kit hold the launchers with its hands with those out. So you can just attach it, and there you go. You can make it look like it's doing a legit pose. Thanks to the swivel systems on the backpack, holding or connecting the handles are no problem at all. Of course, aiming them or positioning them is kind of funny or wonky, but still it works perfectly fine. So yeah, I'm just gonna close that up because I just like the way how the Glansa entirely is. Anyway, that's basically it for the review of the Gundam AGE-1 full Glansa. If you have any questions or requests, leave a comment below. If I got anything wrong, leave a comment below. And if you found this video informative or interesting, please like my videos and also subscribe to my channel. And before I end off, this is one of those kits that I can recommend to anybody because it has amazing qualities. Once again, great color separation. It has almost close to none flaws, zero flaws almost. Basically for me, I can't really say I can technically say that this has really no flaws, but to some people there might be flaws. So I'm not a 100% expert, so it's really up to you. However, this is one of the kits that can never go wrong, so I can recommend this to any Gundam Age fan out there, or any beginners, to be honest. Yeah, it's one of those kits that it's really just amazing. That made me speechless, and this is actually has gone up to my best high grade kits ever list. Anyway, thanks for watching. I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews of, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.